Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Welcome to Xavier Guerrero presents Broken Simulation, starring Xavier Guerrero. So we have an announcement to make. Xavier will no longer be on Tinfoil Hat. We're moving him over. He's been relocated. His company moved him, and he is now going to be on Broken Sim for now on.
Is that an upgrade or a downgrade? Did I move up in level in life or down?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. Is that an upgrade or a downgrade?
No, I mean, obviously it's a downgrade.
This gets numbers. This gets numbers.
Gets numbers. The broken grow.
Broken Semites, if you ask me.
The broken Semites. Yeah, we're getting numbers, dude. We're getting numbies. A lot of numbies, dude. A lot of numbies. Guys, if you want to see me live, go to samtripoli.com. So Saturday night, I'm at the Bellflower Stand-Up Comedy Company. Then we're getting Costa Mesa, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and the list goes on. We will be in Boston as well, Broadbrook, San Diego, you name it. We're all there. So check it out. What's going on, guys? Should we get in some hot topics?
Well, I just saw this, and they say this is a weather formation. This is the damnedest thing. Look at this video, dude. I don't know what that music is. They always love putting.
Oh, they love putting.
Look at that. That's something. That's a weather phenomenon.
That looks like a portal to me. What kind of weather
that,
is
dude?
that? It looks like God is using Etch-a-Sketch, doesn't it?
What could that be?
What could that be?
It's like, if you're listening, it's an oval, a black oval, hollow
in a blue sky. There are
in a
some
blue sky.
Oh, that's so. Did you hear that they're going back to Disney movies and putting clouds in the background because they don't want kids to remember when there was blue skies? And look at that sky. It's all like white.
That's so
blue.
strange, dude.
They are manipulating everything.
And the explanation for that.
Oh, and then Xavier's cousin's there. Hey, man, don't show this ice, but I'm on the 175. And what is
okay,
it?
but look, it's thinning out. It's thinning out now.
That's so strange.
That is weird.
Tell me that is not freaking weird.
Yeah, that's
tell
definitely
you that,
the
dude.
uncle that touched Xavier Guerrero, allegedly.
Let's not put him on blast.
So
Okay, so
you know what it looks like, Johnny? It looks like that old symbol of the snake eating its tail.
It does. It totally does. Yeah. It said, okay. I'm trying to find out what the explanation is here. The video was later reviewed by the Fox Forecast Center, a reliable source.
Reliable sources.
Meteorologists offered a likely explanation. Likely, they say. According to their analysis, the rare smoke ring, so some guy with a big cigar, I guess, sent this thing up there, was most likely the result of some type of explosion. They likened it to the formation of a mushroom cloud where rapidly rising air traps smoke in a ring-like formation because it's moving faster than the surrounding air.
That doesn't look like that at all. They'll just tell us stuff, and 90% of people are like, oh, that makes sense. Totally.
That's so interesting. There has been another one captured at a Mariners game in the past. There's that one.
Oh, wow. It looks
Right
exactly
there.
the same. You're right.
Yeah, that's where the aliens are going to come. They're going to drop in through that. That's some straight up Doctor Strange shit.
But I've never seen anything like that.
That's some Doctor Strange shit right there, for sure.
Anyway, that's not our hot topic, I guess. But
That's not a hot topic.
we kind of had a little discussion before we started recording about what it should be. We have a couple of options.
Hot
So we might just throw shit at the wall to see what sticks here. That's what we do anyway. The Democrats are somehow considering Kamala and Hillary Clinton for 28, and
Together?
there's some and there's some debate about the order on that ticket. I can't imagine Clinton.
There's
would
no
ever
way
consent.
Clinton's going to
Yeah.
be like, I'll be your vice president. And then if she wants to be your vice president, I would get the most security ever.
Oh, because you die. You die.
You'll
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. she'd be dead within a week. Man.
100%. You remember
Slip
when?
down.
See, that whole Reagan assassination, I wonder if that was real at all. Not that the guy didn't get shot, but did they really try to take out Reagan, or was it
I mean, somebody did die in that shooting. Really, I mean, like.
Well, I mean, I think that fireman died in that Trump shooting. I don't think Trump.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah, fair.
So
That's true, yeah.
I think they sacrificed one person for the narrative. Okay. And then everyone's like, oh my God, Hillary, dude, you gotta be brave. Oh my God, the woman who is just bloodlusted for being president somehow became president. Oh my God.
It was James Brady, and I think he died like years later after.
Yeah, but he was like
decades
crippled
later,
and then
but permanently like brain damaged. And
yeah, they're like,
disabled.
listen, yes, you can't walk anymore. You don't have the use of your limbs. We get it. It sucks.
You get taken care of,
but
though, right?
we're gonna name laws after you, okay? So you're gonna be known forever.
You get taken care of. Like the guy that got the guy that died during Trump's shooting. I'm sure his whole family is very well set off.
Yeah, but I'm sure they would pick the opposite if they could have it.
You don't know the guy.
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe the whole family's like, ugh.
The other thing that, and XG sent me this while we were recording earlier or after, in one of the breaks.
Thank you for focusing on the show, Xavier
No,
Guerrero.
it was in one of the breaks.
Yeah. And I saw this, and all I thought about was you. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, if Sam sees
So-
this, it's
In Times Square, they have erected a 12-foot statue.
Bro, I saw that.
Just a
chunky black.
A chunky black, yeah.
And it's just like, who is she?
Well, they claim that she's that woman that the Attorney General that went after Trump really hard.
Oh,
Some people
really?
are saying that it looks like her.
And they gave her hard nipples, too.
Yeah,
Look at
she's
that.
got like nips poking through.
She got nips poking through. It does look like her, though.
Not hot though, is what you.
Yeah,
would say.
they're like, why are we getting? This is kind of this war on beauty that's going on
Yes.
too, where you're like, I'm sorry, but you go back to the old leading actresses; they are all smoke shows, and now the leading actresses are like they're attractive for regular chicks.
yeah.
They're not like they're not hottest of all time.
You know who they don't do that for? Men. Jason Momoa.
no,
It's always the guys are always like super yoked out. Like you just saw MeUndies. It was all fit guys, but you go to
Yeah, but
meet
they're
girls
all
MeUndies.
like not
There is
that
this thing where
MeUndies.
Judd Apatow though is always like if he has an ugly guy married to a hot chick. In
Yeah,
most of his
because
movies.
nerds want you to think that that's cool. Like it's all programming. So they gave all the nerds
Yes.
all the power. The nerds are like, look at this hot chick. She would totally date me. Why not? And Fame does that. You should have seen the smoking hot chick that Bobby Lee had last night. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
The public
She's
art
dating an
piece,
Ewok.
he does that is funny. He does it like an The public art piece is what they're calling this, is part of a series called Grounded in the Stars, which confronts preconceived notions of identity and I'm sorry, asleep. I don't
They
even
just cannot give this up, can they?
anchored by a wide base. Oh boy, is it the woman.
That's so wide. How long
woman
do they
is-
start putting ads on there?
The woman in Grounded with the Stars invites passersby to gawk and engage. Yeah, gawking.
Gawking
Dead
again.
ass. A dead
As
ass.
in, what the fuck is that?
huge bitch.
Some homeless guy's just trying to hump it all the time.
Standing in stark contrast to Duffy Square's two other permanent statues, both of men.
Why?
Unlike those, she wears everyday clothes. Her stance is subtle.
Who
a subtle
sponsored
nod
that?
to Michelangelo's David.
Who sponsored that? Spirit Airlines? That looks like everyone who works the front desk at Spirit Airlines. That woman does not want to hear your customer service complaint. That's when you go to customer service. That's who you deal. What? I don't care. Your
I'm
luggage.
sorry, sir.
Sorry. Do you think I'm paid to hear this? Well,
I'm
you actually-
sorry.
How long
Do you-
is it? How long is it staying up for?
Is it permanent?
It's they call it an installation, which suggests some
Time
it's
period?
temporary. Yeah, but I don't know how temporary. And I mean, it's just clearly designed to infuriate people. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
This let's salute the bottom barrel is just ridiculous.
Since when is public art like this? Because I think Times Square, their website, like the official website for New York or whatever, has this on it. So it's some kind of like either government funded or like a group of businesses funded this thing. Since when is art like that meant to piss people off? Like something that pisses. Like that was never the goal until recently for like public art, like statues and stuff.
It's Marxism, Johnny. When are you going to realize that? That's
Yeah.
what they do. Everything's about agitating you. Everything's about making you uncomfortable. Everything's about like why did this happen?
They kind of moved on. It used to be really obvious though, where it would be like Baphomet or something like that, and now
Yeah.
it's just like kind of dumpy black chicks.
Well, it's like I'm watching the Daredevil season 2 right now, and
The
they
old
have
Netflix
this
ones, yeah, okay.
waif model. The character, yeah, is erotica. That's her.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
And
that.
she's 100 pounds wet, and like she gets cut with a sword by a ninja, and she's just like, ouch. And that's all the acting she did for the big cut. Ouch.
There was, it's funny. I don't want to spoil Daredevil Born Again, though. They clear off some of the cast, let's say, from that show that was kind of like weak.
For sure.
Yeah.
Imagine being that guy and getting the story.
Well, even the girl too, like because they're just kind of from a different show. They're from this kind of like they're like soft and kind of I don't know, like almost from a kids show or something, and they just kind of had to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you did great.
Yeah.
You guys playing a little too many lbs. Time to move on.
You're dead now.
Your dad. They took half of Big Boss or whatever his name is. Like everyone gained weight on that show.
Kingpin.
Everyone gained weight on the show.
He's good though. He's so good.
Oh, he's so good. I wonder if he's mad they play a comic book character. But it's like I bet you the pay is amazing.
I don't know if you'll care, Sam, but I know XG and I were both devastated that GTA got delayed back to
Johnny,
May
what are
of
you
2026.
talking about? I'm full in it.
I thought your character's still stuck in a
No,
basement.
dude.
Or
No.
You got him out?
We got him out. I've been playing it, dude.
You got a year to make them into
My
someone.
daughter is playing it now too. I love it. She's like, "Can I
Whoa.
play?" I'm like, "Go for it." I'm just watching my 5-year-old just run over hookers. It was great. I'm like, I'm so proud of
You're
you.
letting your kid play GTA.
Yeah, just run over hookers. I'm like, see that
must-
person?
you must be
Run
doing
the
the
car
online.
over them.
You're not letting her do like the single player. You must be doing the online.
I'm online.
Oh, you got to do the campaign, the single player campaign.
I do want to get because I'm tired of people assassinating me.
You got to do
Everywhere
it.
is like Ziggler 755 just killed you. I'm like, what did I do to him?
The game is the single player. You got to do that.
That's where you'll learn the basics of how to like.
Yeah, I gotta learn.
But it's
'cause
also just it's art. That it's a movie that you.
well, you know what else I've noticed, Johnny and Xavier? Okay, is that like I'm getting yelled at by some guy who looks like he was in that soccer sitcom. What was the soccer sitcom?
The one with the guy from SNL,
Yeah, what's his
Oh,
name? This is no one knows names on the show.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I'm getting yelled at by Ted Lasso to go hey, bring these weapons here. Like, what do I got, a job? Am I playing a job?
That's what it is.
Yes, that's what
I've
it is.
literally got a job. Like, oh, this video game's great. I get a job. I get promoted. It's like, I'm
I'm
supposed
telling
to
you,
be
dude,
kickback.
it's evidence for this being a simulation because in our games we just have different jobs and
Yeah.
stuff. So
and then all the weird shit you did, like somewhere in the simulation, XG's higher self shoved him in a pooper and had him smoke bong hits through a turbo bong. Right? They put him in a porta potty, and now he's like, dude, I'm on World Stars. Like, enjoy all that ghetto pussy.
It was ghetto pussy.
How much get? Oh, dude, I'd do.
ghetto.
I would.
A lot of white.
You got chicks who look like that statue hitting you up. Hey, man, you want some? You can hit it anytime.
yeah, she yells at you at her spirit job and then goes home and DMs. She slides into his DMs. Hey,
Sam,
baby,
some
I saw
guess-
you in that video. You look really cute coming out of that porta john.
Yeah. But I have so many tickets in real life that I don't want to cause havoc, so I wait in traffic in Grand Theft Auto.
You're not even running
I'm like,
red
when
lights.
is this light going to change?
The GTA 6 trailer.
No red lights.
It looks so good.
It looks amazing.
Can we see it?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, we'll probably have to. Nix
Why
this
do we
on
got
YouTube.
cut it?
Just
We're
on,
promoting-
no, I'll leave it in everywhere except YouTube. So
Game's gonna be. They say they're gonna be able to play a female, and they're making it very like politically correct.
You want to be trans so bad, dude.
Dude, if I can play a female in there, I better be able to sell pussy.
Dude,
of all
why?
the-
Is that what you want to do?
No, I want them to. That would be the
that
rule.
is a weird first thing to say.
That's like,
actually.
if I could do anything in this game that's awesome, I just want to sell my ass.
Dude, if there's hookers in the game, you should be able to become a hooker if you're a female in the game.
Why? But why do you want to become
Yeah.
a hooker?
No, I'm not saying that I want to. I'm like,
That's
if
what
you're
you
gonna
said.
give
No,
me
You
the
you said
literally
right.
that.
said that. You
Eventually, yeah, when I play the girl
man, you better
character."
let me do it, or else I won't play the game. If I can't sell my jail pussy, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, so I don't know, and it's just like, what percentage would you say of people who play GTA are women? It's got to be like 10%, something like
It's gotta
that.
be 5.
And they have to have a whole story arc dedicated to the female player. Like, give me a break.
It's so dumb. Red Band, I think, said he got his own channel. That they gave him a channel so you could listen
In
to Red
GTA?
Band. Yeah. You
Oh,
can
that's
listen.
cool, dude.
You can listen
That's
to
the
him.
dream.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's Kill Tony or it's Red Band's just virtual Red Band. I don't know, but I think I saw him on Twitter saying that it's
That's
official
rad.
that he's going to have his own radio station.
That's rad, dude.
That's rad, dude. I would love if they had a tinfoil hat one.
Got to play.
I do play.
Dude, but when they
And I get why people get addicted to it. And you're like, oh, wow, 4 hours just went and I still haven't got these arms over there.
when you see how that looks, when they can put that in VR, when they have beefy enough processor, and then they have AI generating in real time. So the reason it takes so long is because they have to create this entire Miami, right? They have to build it out. But eventually AI is going to be able to do that just from scans of cities that we have in a snap. From everybody scanning when they played Pokemon Go. Oh, we
Yeah.
got all the cities
Yeah,
scanned.
yeah,
AI
yeah.
is going to bring it in. You have the whole world mapped. And
Is
you
that
can go
bad
anywhere.
or is that bad, Johnny?
Well, it's bad because people are going to lose themselves. It's good because it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I mean, like someone says the other day, this is how you know how good this game is. People are still playing it. It's like 20 years old.
Yeah.
People are still playing it.
I want to go replay it, the single player. I don't play any of the online, but that game and Red Dead Redemption, the new one, are amazing. Two of the best games ever.
Yeah, what if can I open my own business and
Yeah.
can I sell ice cream in this
No,
thing?
no.
Then suddenly I go out of business. I'm in
Mexican.
bankruptcy court. I'm like, this is the worst game ever.
Yeah, you just get arrested and have to sit there for 3 years. Yeah.
Your girl takes your kids. You're like, "Ah, I gotta go. I can't go. I can't run these arms. I got custody court.
You know what other games you might like? Johnny I don't know if he's ever played one. These Assassin's Creed, they have a lot of history in
Oh
them.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I played those.
Yeah.
I need to play that next. I'm trying to force myself to
Dude,
play
if
more
you guys
video
saw
games.
It's funny
shit
how
I play.
it's funny how you say I got to force myself to play with people like that's all they do for a living.
I
is
get
play
it, but
all
I got
day.
life. I got a lot of mouths to feed, dude.
I play Fortnite with my nephew a lot. We play that a lot. But dude, the shit I play is way nerdier than anything you guys would like.
What do you? Oh, Johnny, tell.
Like I have this game called
faggots.
No, that's not. I wouldn't admit to that. No, Grand Tactician Civil War. It's called, and you're just like the commander of one of the sides in the Civil War, and it's just a big map where you move these little things. You manage the economy of like the South. So I always play as the South.
Oh, Johnny, you just want to be king.
And it's the nerdiest game. I mean, just here I'll show you like what it looks like.
I'm showing Sam a little bit of it on here.
oh,
It's,
you got
it's
it right
pretty.
there?
It's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
it's
so
not a
nerdy.
lot of action. I'd say.
Well, I mean, it's like you have battles, like where it kind of you start like in this wider view, and then if you have a battle, you kind of zoom into that view right there. But it is incredible.
Johnny, how many troops have
Incredibly
you
nerdy.
lost?
Oh, I always win. Like the Union lost like 600,000 troops the last time I played.
Johnny
great, dude.
Johnny wants to be the lead in that show that they were going to do on HBO with the South War.
Yeah. Dude, you have no idea how mad I was that they canceled that shit. I really wanted to see that.
Could you imagine Johnny being a general?
oh,
Oh my God, he would run you. Johnny would
What?
scream at people, shoot people right
way.
there.
No,
Because they walked in and him using the bathroom.
I'm sympathetic.
Johnny would be really good with the musket.
Johnny would be great with a
Stuffing
musket.
it, ready
you
to
love
go.
stuffing, Johnny.
This is ready to go, musket it.
That's what they've always said. Johnny
I mean,
loves
dude,
his
honestly,
stuff.
none of us here are cut out for war. Let's
Oh,
be honest.
no, hell no.
Not one of us, right?
Johnny,
here.
you don't think I could survive in advance?
I do not. No.
Johnny, you don't think I could survive in advance?
I mean, I think all of us, if we had to, we were like drafted and they made us, at gunpoint. Yeah, probably. But
Yeah.
it wouldn't be. I mean, we would suck at it. All of us would.
Imagine if I got drafted right now, 52. I'm like, I'm tired.
What's the age where they can't draft anymore? Am I past it?
Yeah, your
Yeah.
knees will be the only thing to
Yeah,
save
you're
you.
past
All right, then draft away.
Dude, have you guys watched? Have you guys been watching the rehearsal this season? Nathan Fielder's show.
No, I
yeah,
love
it's
him, though.
amazing.
Dude, he just did this episode. He did the 2 episodes ago. He did this thing where he compared. Okay, so you saw Nathan for You. They took Paramount Plus took down his episode, one of his best episodes, where he made that clothing line that's like dedicated to Holocaust awareness.
It's so
They took
funny.
it down because the German Paramount said that it would, because of sensitivities was the quote. They thought it wasn't appropriate to have.
So, because one country?
Exactly. And then every other country followed suit because of Germany. So he spent what must be millions of dollars recreating the Paramount headquarters in Germany to act out what it would be like if he went in there and talked to them to kind of rehearse it. Let me see if I can find it.
Sprockets, we dance.
And dude, it is so. I mean, they must be so pissed, dude. You'll see what they did right here.
I didn't know what the Paramount Plus Germany offices looked like, so I sort of had to take a guess.
Clearly, just imagine those Nazi flags.
I tried to make the environment feel hostile to me, as a reminder to not go soft on them like I did in my emails.
Mr. Fielder.
Look, dude, brown shirts.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So what brings you all this way to our humble offices? How rude of me. Fritz, will you bring our guests some tea? Hospitality is what separates us from the animals. Don't you agree?
Sure. I guess I'll just get right to it. You guys removed an episode of a TV show I made called Nathan for You, and I was told the reason was sensitivities related to anti-Semitism.
That's right. It's something we take seriously. In Germany today, we have no tolerance for any images that may evoke hate or incite
Germany is
violence
lost.
towards any group of
It's
people.
lost.
It's lost.
But look, I know you guys are, probably feel a lot of shame about what you did in the past, and now you're trying to overcompensate by being the world leaders in fighting anti-Semitism. But when it comes to art, I think you have to know your place, and you have to let us Jews express ourselves, because honestly, the way you're approaching this whole thing, people might get the wrong idea about what you actually stand for. I'm on your side. Believe it or not, we're on the same side.
Do you take sugar?
Sure.
Anyway, so you look at the end, and then he looks outside. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, here it is. Look. He's just got the Paramount people as not just full of blown Nazis. Think about that, dude. That's just him using his show as a weapon of
when you
revenge.
use autism as
Yes.
a superpower.
Yes, absolutely. You know, he used to work on, it's earlier in the season, on Canadian Idol. He was a producer on Canadian Idol. That's how he got
Recently?
his start. That's how he started.
Oh, okay. He's brilliant.
Here is, this is, to empathize with Sully Sullenberger, the pilot
Oh,
who landed in the Hudson.
yeah.
He relived his childhood. Look, I just want you to look at this. Life is always a little crazy around the tinfoil hat, broken sim universe. And one thing that helps me unwind is Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies. If you don't know about CBD, it's a great way to take a little edge off. It helps you calm while you're going about your day, can help with stress. Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies are made to deal with all of that stuff and to help you feel better. Like I said, stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, that's the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD. All of their products are third-party, lab-tested, and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, Broken Sim listeners can save 30% on their first order. You just head to cornbreadhemp.com/broken and use the code broken at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/broken using the code broken. This is my normal plea. If you would, just take a second, if you haven't, to review the show in whatever app you're in. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're listening to it, you can also download it if you want to help us game the algorithm a little bit. It's very helpful. Okay, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. And if you want to get the show early, people on Patreon have already heard the show. Same with Rockfin. It's patreon.com/broken simulation. Rockfin, Broken Simulation there as well. You also get the video early with like 15, 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes of extra footage. Anyway, if you don't do any of that, we still appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show. It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. So he shaves himself and then puts he bald caps
You're
it,
about to
and then puts a diaper on.
Dude,
And
that's
it's the
commitment.
most strange, it's an uncomfortable thing I've seen on like HBO
He's a
ever.
baby.
Oh, he made everything his bit. Oh.
He's like trying to relive Sully's childhood to get into his skin, basically.
living someone's entire life,
To take the lessons away from it to improve
from
aviation.
baby
That's what
until
this is about.
present day. If even just the tiniest bit of Sully could become a part of me, it would all be worth it.
Look at him. It's
Sully was
weird,
born
bro.
in 1951. in the small town of Denison, Texas.
Chesley, there's my baby boy.
His mother,
that
Pauline,
weird,
was a
dude?
first-grade teacher.
Now watch this, bro.
They had an extremely...
Oh.
I know so much more than babies do, and it can be hard to forget all that stuff. So I tried not to think about the fact that I was a 41-year-old man and just did my best to be present in the moment.
What the fuck, dude?
See, this is what I'm saying. This is beautiful.
I was playing the long game here, and I just had to trust
That's
the
a lot of
process.
milk.
Oh, that's disgusting.
After all, this did work on a dog. I obviously couldn't live Sully's entire life in real time.
I wasn't always the perfect older brother. When I was 5 and Mary was 3, I once took her out to play in the gravel on Hannah Drive. Some of the stones were smaller than a pea, and I thought it'd be fun to feed these tiny stones to my sister.
Look at her, dude. His sister. It's horrifying.
You should know better than that, Chesley. You're her protector. She needs you. You need to take care of people in life, not hurt them.
Look at that, dude.
What happened out here?
Chesley put rocks in his sister's mouth.
What the hell is wrong with you, son?
Anyway, I don't want to spoil it, but isn't that? Oh, he's out there, man.
But that's the beauty of this.
Yes.
This is where comedy. This is why. This is after I watched Tom Segura's thing last night. I love this because I love what Tom did, and they couldn't be more opposite. This is subtle, weird pacing. That's what makes it great. This is alt comedy.
Yeah.
This is what alt comedy is.
But it's actually doing something. You know what I mean? It's like pushing.
It got
pushing.
hijacked by unfunny people that were trying to make a world where their unfunniness could reign supreme and bang tens.
Yeah. Make unfunny.
But you have to be the perfect pinch of
virtue.
autistic to make this happen. And he did it.
Yeah, the show's great. Rehearsal. This season's better than the first one, honestly. And the whole thing is around him trying to improve commercial aviation because he's found that many plane crashes could have been stopped if the co-pilot had been comfortable speaking up in disaster situations. Like there are a bunch apparently. And everything in this is with that in mind, and most of it has no relationship to it.
Well, what
whatsoever.
about the helicopter situation coming out where nobody wanted to tell her what to do because they felt bad?
Yeah.
And it's coming out that they actually were looking at another plane while this plane came and went wham.
Yeah.
So they were looking this way and the plane came this way.
And you can hear the instructor on there, or the guy who in the cockpit. I don't know if he's like an older guy or something, but he's like, well, don't we want to like turn a little bit here? And
Yeah. I would have been like,
nothing.
yeah, this is what happens when you tell 20-year-olds that they know everything. Listen, 20-year-olds are good for one thing, banging. That's it. All right? That's it. Bang, get out. I live life. I know what I'm doing here. Get out of here. We don't need it. We don't need you. Which is, we'll bring me to the next thing. I went to see Tom Segura's premiere of his Netflix sketch comedy show.
What's it called?
It's called Bad Thoughts. And it's hilarious. People are going to be staring at it going, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, here. Let's look. I haven't
It's
seen
so
this.
fun. Not
Good.
gorgeous. It's shot beautifully.
Do you guys watch Your Mom's House?
Here and there, I watch clips.
A lot of that is his
Of
thoughts.
course.
He talks about how every time he goes to Starbucks, he wants to murder the barista. Then he also Garth Brooks. That's Garth Brooks. He's making fun of.
Oh, of course.
it is.
Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
hilarious. Which if you
Yeah.
watch anything, it's all little bits and pieces.
He
where you're like,
uses it
holy
to mind
fuck.
jokes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm mind blown because I did not expect him to play out his little scenarios in his head.
But it's so good, dude. And it's so dark. And it's so fucking dirty.
It has me optimistic
No,
about the future of comedy.
100%.
And Netflix is obviously something's changed there with the election of Trump, I think.
Well, I sat because I wanted to congratulate Kurt because he's great in it. Kurt Fox. And Kurt and I used to have conversations about where everything was going and, you know, what we're working on. And to see him in this is like amazing. I know he opens for Tom on the Road. But I was listening to people walk out and what they were saying, and they were like, finally, dude. Finally, someone's doing some edgy shit. And you're like, yeah, dude. So when you watch Nathan And then you watch Tom, you're like, that's the world we need to live in. Like the weird and abstract, and then the super dirty funny, and you pick what you want. They don't pick what you're going to watch. They let Tom decide what he wanted to do. That's why it's great. So I get a call, Dana's like, I want to come. I'm like, come to the show. Let's do it. And I knew day off she would cancel, and she does it all the time. I just want to stay home.
That's happened a few baseball games.
Every time. Dana, I get it. You just, I could stay home and be alone. Let me do that.
I do it too. Yeah.
You go out.
Oh, wait up. So you think she does this on purpose? She makes like the scenario where you guys are going to go out, makes you committed to it,
yes.
and then she just sends you off.
Like, I don't want to go.
And gets the house herself.
Yes. And she just wants to nap. And I get it because she works hard. Okay.
Well, dude, there's there's post-nut clarity, and then there is the moment somebody wakes you up out of sleep to do something. The fog of that is so powerful.
Well, it's also, Johnny, this is, I know people think I give women a lot of shit because they deserve it, but, okay. But there's also something that women don't understand about men is that they just need a moment alone.
Oh, yeah.
And women don't understand that. Women like, we're a team. Let's be together. And you're like, yeah, we're a team. But this next hour, I want to talk to myself, play GTA, maybe watch pornography. I don't know. It's nothing personal to you. I just need a moment alone.
Dude, I'll get in the shower for like 2 hours.
Johnny, what is your water bill?
Yeah.
And just get on the phone and watch YouTube and just sit there in the shower for like 2 hours.
So wait up.
3 hours. I've done 3 hours.
I'm guessing the water's hitting your back because you got to be scrolling in the phone.
Well, no. The way it works is in the shower there's like a place to sit. It's like a stone kind of thing, and then the shower's in front, and it just hits my feet. I'm dry mostly, and it's like just a sauna kind of.
It's just men are meant to be wandering and hunting. That's our wiring from our caveman. We just need a moment alone. Like I've talked to people like, yeah, my dad would work all weekend. On the weekends, we wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
Those days are done.
When he comes home at night,
leave him the fuck alone. He worked all day, kept the lights on, put food on, put clothes on your back. Leave him alone. He just
especially
needs a
not
moment.
before he ate. My dad.
I am a lone wolf.
Don't talk to him.
Sometimes I'll just drive and drive.
Dude, my mom used to flip out that my dad would get home and hang out in the car, like in the driveway. Like my mom would sometimes pull up, be like, "How long you been parked here for?"
Yeah,
and my dad maybe at least 20 minutes, just making phone calls, just being a man, just like before I get in the house, let me.
Yep, just hanging out.
Totally.
So I was listening to them. They all loved it. So Dana and I were gonna go. Dana's like, "I want to go." I'm like, "Come, it would be great. Let's go." Day of, I'm not going. I'm like, okay, I knew that was gonna happen. That's fine. You don't have to go. So I wanted to just show up in my awesome True Classics. Dane's like, you got to dress up. I go, I'm not dressing up. And True Classic is dressing up. It is sportswear, okay? I'm totally in my...
Wear.
At the worst, I look like a wigger, okay? Who's still holding on to the rap dream, right? At 52. Like it's going to pop at some point.
Definitely with those sunglasses on.
Right? So I'm wigging out right now. I am in wigger mode. So I show up and everyone's dressed. They got slacks on. Some people came in suits. Some people, but most people in jeans. A couple girls dressed up really nice. Most people just came.
Girls love to dress up any opportunity.
But bro, my anxiety is ringing.
I bet so. Yeah.
So I walk in, I see everybody. I don't want to bother anybody. Like, I don't want to bother people.
It's tough going alone though. Who do you talk to?
Well, I sat down, comedian friend Kevin Christie. So I go in. I go into the theater. Nobody's sitting. It's an empty theater. I go, where is everybody? They just haven't sat yet. I go and get the last seat of the last row. I sit all the way to the back. Then Kevin comes and he's like, "What's up? Can I sit next to you?" I'm like, "Please do." So now I'm sitting next to a friend. We're in the back. Everyone goes in. It was great to see everybody. This is how amazing Tom Segura is. And this is, again, going back to Tom Segura is Sam Tripoli minus the vices. And he's just beyond smart. I say this all the time. Joe Rogan is the biggest podcaster of all time. I think Tim Dillon is the best podcaster of all time. But the smartest comic working out there is Tom Segura. It's not even close to me. Based on the people I know, Tom Segura. He works efficiently. He created a whole network. He's amazing. So he goes up at the beginning. I got a picture of it. He's in front of the theater, and he is remembering everybody's name. I couldn't believe, and we're talking like, Hoop Job Jajaki. Give it up for Hoop Job Jajaki, everybody. And he's like, whoa, you got my name right, dude. It was like, and Kevin goes, he knows everyone's name. I'm like, that's impressive. That's impressive. Literally, this guy has a new nickname because I'm like, I'm not going to remember your name. You're just going to be called XG. That's a true story. I'm not going to be able to pronounce your name. Xavier Guerrero.
Hey, Johnny, do you have all the mispronounced names that Sam has? We can all put them together.
I had a file called Sam's Boners. And I had
Were they rock hard?
But I mean, you called me Woodward for
Woodard.
years. Woodward.
I know I did because I thought it was more respectable than your real name.
Huh? No.
So I go there.
James Miss Man.
We
That's
watch.
a big one.
Yeah. Okay, Johnny. Thank you. So we go there, and bro, I don't want to give away it. It is dark, and it is funny.
How much did you see of it?
He showed us. There's 6 episodes. They're only 20 minutes each, which
nice.
I think is brilliant. I think it's a brilliant idea. Keep people, get them in, get them out. People can bang out the whole thing at one time. Because that's only 2 hours.
Oh, so you guys banged out the whole thing?
No, we only did 3 episodes.
Okay. So he left you guys with
And
cliffhangers.
there was cliffhangers.
Where was
it's really great. It was at a theater over here off Fairfax. They used to be like the black and white theater.
The silent movie theater?
But I think they flipped it into
Well, it's called like Brain Waves or
Brain
something.
Dead.
Brain Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dude, I used to, so that place used to be called the Silent Movie Theater, and there was a club there, or not a club, it was called Cine Family. And you would pay a monthly membership. I was a member. And you could go see movies there like for free all the time, and they would have like the director come in and talk about it. It was like heaven for me. I lived a few blocks up the street, and turns out the whole infrastructure there, like the board, was like harassing and people.
Imagine
and
doing silent movies and being sexually harassing people.
And it was like
who are you molesting? 90-year-olds?
It was like Brie Larson was funding it, and Leonardo DiCaprio, like just a bunch of celebrities were funding it, and they all just pulled their money. And
Yeah, because just like Quentin Tarantino funds that one theater on Beverly.
Well, the new Beverly, he owns that theater. Yeah, he also owns the Vista now up in.
Yeah.
Up there.
So I go there. It's great. I see everybody there.
Los Feliz.
It was an honor to be invited. I always feel like an outsider, except with the Seguras. For some reason, they like me. I don't know why.
I mean, I think they have a pretty good reason, too.
They like me. And Christina Pajinski comes up to me and goes, Sam, I love you. I go, I love you, too. She goes, you were right about everything. You were right about everything. Dude, and she would introduce me to people as, this is the funniest guy in the world, and he was right about everything. And I'm like, yeah.
How hard were you?
No, I mean, that's my best, one of my most respected people.
No, I don't mean
life.
because of her. I mean, just somebody saying you were right about everything and you're the funniest person.
Well, I get that all the time now. I told you my brother's now trying to listen to Tim Full.
Doesn't make him hard anymore, actually, because he gets it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude.
He's spoiled.
Hey, Sam, if you got what compliment do you like better? You're the funniest, or you were right? Which one of those? If you had to take one from Christina, which one would you?
You were right because I know I'm not the funniest. Based on my Thursday night show, I'm not the funniest.
Your nightcap?
Yeah, my night. It was great. It was fun. It's just like LA just doesn't like me. LA just doesn't like me.
LA doesn't like anybody.
I know, but it sucks.
Yeah.
It just sucks. But it's life, dude.
Knicks won again. Damn.
But I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. They were absolutely. I was blown away.
I can't wait to see that now. I didn't know anything about it either.
It's great.
I wonder
dude.
about their marketing because I haven't seen it. It hasn't been on my radar.
He'll be on everything.
When is? Oh, is it not? Is it not? Soon?
It comes out on the. It comes out on the 13th, so next Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up.
Yeah, so he's gonna do the blitz probably.
I went up, told Tom hi, and I made a joke to him, and I hope he didn't take it serious. He goes, "Hey man," I go, "Hey dude, congrats. What email do you want me to send notes to?" You know. And he gave me this weird look. I go, please. The only notes I would send you is, how do you want to fuck your life up? Hey, man. Hey, dude, you want to fuck your life up? Here, crystal meth, Motel 6. There you go. Enjoy it.
Hey, you say you don't like acting. Is there a part? So, could you do something like this, a little acting?
If it was a small part and they wanted me to, I would. But I'm not an actor. I don't like acting. I'm porn acting bad. I mean, look at how I talk on this show. It's like it's porn acting bad. Acting is small now. Like, if that's why I think Sebastian Maniscalco is crushing it right now in acting, is because he learned it small. Like he was trying to do his stand-up acting. That was Brian Regan's big problem. He was always doing Brian Regan from the stage as acting. It's like, no, acting is small. The scene carries it. You're supposed to just,
Oh yeah.
So it's like you got to get away from the big things. And Tom's whole act is like a very calming voice,
Subtlety.
saying the most outrageous shit while I'm screaming at you.
Yeah, well, it's hard when you're always at like a 9
Yeah.
to go up to a 10 and have it really hit. But when you're always at a 6 and then you take it to a 10, then it's like...
It's why he's brilliant. He's just brilliant.
It's funny, though, the evolution of acting that you mentioned that, because I watched a doc on it a few years ago, and it's like in the silent picture days and in theater, you had to project in theater, and then in silent movies, you had to be big. So you came up in the golden era of Hollywood, it was just big acting. That was the thing. And
There's a couple people that can get away with big acting, and I mean this in a love way. Like Adam Devine has, I think, big acting.
Well, that's comedy acting. That's a different
Yeah,
thing.
but look at Mike Myers, dude. Like, he kind of got ran out because he did that old school style of like...
Well, people got sick of it with him.
His old school style of like, wink, wink, crazy.
They just weren't funny. That was the problem with his shit. But and then when they brought sound in, the sound was so everybody had to stay perfectly on their marks. So it brought everything down smaller because sound and focus. Like if you moved a little bit, the camera would lose focus. But also the sound, the microphones were the cones were so narrow that if you moved off your mark, they couldn't hear you at all. So these people were all trained to keep their heads really tight and keep their feet on their marks. And then with the development of digital cinema now, everything
Like,
kind of got
great,
small
a
again.
great example of big acting is Will Ferrell.
Huge, yeah. Huge acting.
Huge acting.
Jim Carrey, too. Jim Carrey, his
too.
comedy
It was from
acting,
a style. And that's why Adam Devine is so great. You know, he
But I put comedy acting in a different category. It's because that's just, especially somebody leading like Adam Devine. Or
I don't know, man.
What a cast, though. You watch Righteous Gemstones?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, it's so good.
so good, dude. So good.
The funniest guy might be a guy who's not even a comedian, Walton Goggins. I mean, God,
that
is
guy
he
plays
funny.
so many great. If it's the guy I think you're saying.
Yeah. The guy
he was
from
also in
White Lotus.
Substitutes.
Yeah,
White Lotus.
Substitutes. Oh, he's so funny in Vice
He's a
Principals,
great
yeah.
actor, dude. He's a great actor.
He's hilarious, dude. I can listen. We've been rewatching Vice Principals and just to listen to him MF. You know, just the curse. He's the best cursor.
He's the best cursor ever. So,
He really is.
Yeah, that was great, dude. I had a good time.
This might be on a whole different note, but did you see that stuff with Dave Portnoy or whatever that's coming
Dave
out?
Portnoy?
Yeah, is that
Dave Portnoy?
Yeah,
Yeah, with the
Where he's sending that kid to Auschwitz or something.
well, he like there's something about like something Jews. Someone held up a sign and he fucking lost it. But now he's getting his dick kicked in for all this crazy stuff that he did, like showing Tom Brady's kids when he was like 2
That was
years
weird.
old.
Yeah, that was weird.
Right? So he's looking really bad now. And it's like, watch what you wish for, dude. Watch what you wish for. I don't know why that sign's up. It seems very psyop-y to me. Like, why would you do that right in the middle of, and why would that chick hold it up?
Here's his statement right here on it, Dave Portnoy's statement. For immediate release this past weekend at the Barstool, I got to pull it over here.
That's such a long statement.
I'll just read the beginning.
I'm wah,
Sansom
wah. I
Street-
can't take jokes. Wah, wah.
He probably had AI, right? Sansom Street Bar in Philadelphia, a F the Jews bottle sign. I don't know what a bottle
bottle
sign is.
service. Someone paid for bottle service, and on the bottle, when
Oh,
you buy
got
bottle
it.
service, you
Okay.
can say
Yeah,
"Happy
yeah.
Birthday" to so and so. They paid for it to say.
was brought out to a table. I will
It's
have to
funny.
edit that out.
I like to have sex with Jews. I'm anti-Semitic. I'll knock the bottom out of that kosher ass.
That's how you. That's how you do it. You fuck.
That's how you do it, dude. That's how you do it.
It was brought out to the table and posted to the internet by a 21-year-old anti-Semitic moron named Mo Khan. The video posted by Mocon gained traction across social media.
Because I retweeted it and talked about it.
2 idiot bottle girls who brought the sign out were promptly fired the next day. One was inconveniently fired while she was watching a dance recital. We hope that she was able to enjoy the rest of the performance. Wait, why are the bottle girls getting fired?
Because they're the ones who brought it out. So he's like, wah, you gotta go.
But that's their job, right?
That is their job. I don't know.
I would sue the shit out of him.
It's for whoever literally put the letters on the.
Now, how much is the bottle service? I should be able to say what I have.
How do they know
at
that's
least?
not some inside joke or something between them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, perfect set picture where the girl's laughing and smiling.
And he's offered to send this. Oh, here.
Oh,
offered
God.
to send this kid to Auschwitz.
I would go to
get
Auschwitz,
educated.
and then what I would do is like, is this a gas chamber? Why does it have wooden doors on it?
He said he wanted. I don't understand that. What do you mean? Why does it have wooden doors? What does that mean?
Johnny, I don't want to get into it. You're
Is it
sounding
because it would
anti-Semitic.
leak? Or
Yeah, basically, it's not airtight.
well, you can't walk this line where you don't think anything.
6 million.
No, it's 600 million.
6,000 million.
600 million is what we believe on the
Okay.
show.
All of
The
them.
number
I think you
is 600 million.
forgot that
All
we
of
believe
them.
it's 600
Yeah,
million.
all of them.
All of them,
everybody.
every single
These
one.
are all clone Jews right now, okay? Johnny, do you understand that we got a bunch of clone Jews out there?
Yeah, there's a sign right there. Anyway, and then Alex Stein said, "Well, because
Yeah.
Dave Portnoy said he didn't want to destroy his kid's life," and Alex Stein was like, "Well, you've tried to destroy my life, and all I did was bring my my wife's ex-lover and my ex-wife's
My wife's
lover,
boyfriend.
yeah, to your studio." So. Dave Portnoy's a weird guy.
I think they got stuff. I think they got stuff under him. Some blackmail shit.
Well,
for
I
sure.
just think this is the issue. This is some people
Well,
like their
he
drop
made
dead
his
issue.
name being the Howard Stern of sports, which was edgy, crazy stuff.
And we
Like,
see who Howard Stern is now. So.
right? And then when it gets turned on you, you get upset.
Which it's always that way. The people let you down. The people you have the most
And it
faith
just
in.
makes you look stupid.
It's like an idiot.
And you just fuel the other side because they just love turning the knife. You guys.
Yeah,
are,
do you think this is going to make it happen less?
You
now
think
that
Leonardo
yeah.
Joni's like, listen, man, this was too much. It was too much. Guys, stop it. Respect. No, dude, you have an overreaction that's stupid. Now, is it his club? Should he be able to do whatever he wants in his club? Maybe.
He owns the place?
I think, didn't he say it was a barstool event or a barstool
Well, it was an
bar?
event, yeah. But
And, I mean, it's just the way it is, dude. And at the end of the day, your side is bombing children. You're never going to get away from that data point.
totally.
It's never going to stop. You want that to stop? Stop bombing kids.
Did you see this video of this robot at a factory attacking this guy?
Even the robots are like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Viral CCTV footage shows a humanoid robot appearing to beat the shit out of this guy. Look at it, dude. It's like trying to get this guy.
Even the Chinese robots know karate, right?
Look at that.
Yeah, it's so obvious that it's just tweaking
Yeah,
out.
it's just tweaking out. It looks like black chick fighting, though, doesn't it? Where they just like.
I wonder if
flail
they're
their
going to put
arms
that
around.
statue up in New York City.
Well, who knows? We don't know what that was going to end up being. Maybe it is going to end up being a black chick robot.
Fat black robots.
Hey, it's
Hey,
coming.
that's how they act.
They will exist someday.
Yeah, I've seen them act like that.
We need fat black robots out there.
You
right?
guys ever watch all?
I love it karate chopping Chinese people.
Yeah, well, the Chinese are at the
I bet
cutting
you
edge.
they used AI and they just went through all the Chinese theater and they're just like, they love kung fu. And he just start chopping them.
You guys ever see Altered Carbon, that show on Netflix?
No, Johnny.
Dude,
Is it the magician guy?
no, it's about the future. And now it seems so much more prescient. It's about a future where some people, the rich people, will live forever because they have their brains downloaded into these things called stacks that are in the back of their heads, and they can just switch bodies when this body starts to wear out. But most people can't afford it. So you have these people that have been around for hundreds of years called Methuselahs, meths, that's what they call them.
Meths?
Yeah, after Methuselah in the Bible. And then you have this other class of like radicals that believe that death should be brought back, and it's fascinating. Altered Carbon, check it out. It's really good. It's kind of old. Netflix canceled it. But now with AI, they're like artificial intelligences in it that also kind of qualifies people too. It's fantastic. Like, what do you think about that though? Do you think about that problem at all?
About artificial life being life?
Having rights and that kind of thing.
I don't believe it.
Like-
I don't either.
Like
Yeah.
when you use ChatGPT, are you nice to ChatGPT?
I'm always nice to ChatGPT.
So you do think they might have?
No, I think they're going to come back as Terminators and butt fuck all of us. That's what I think's going to happen.
And you want them to skip you?
I want them to be like, he said thank you. I worked hard. Leave him alone. That one.
We're just going down the hit list of shit you can't say on YouTube tonight.
Beep, 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 beep.
Did you see that Donald Trump wants to reopen Alcatraz?
Yeah,
I
and
thought
like
that
the reaction to it is hilarious.
Who we put in there? Mexicans
Probably.
or
Well,
MS-13 or what?
Sign
want
up
it for?
while you can.
Howie was
I'd rather
saying,
be there than the fucking.
I want cell 134.
Hey, I've seen people get out of Alcatraz. I have a chance. I have one.
You can't swim.
You don't know that.
Do you know how to swim? Good.
Decent. I don't know if I can swim the Alcatraz, but
How much would it take for you to swim the Alcatraz? 20
there's
bucks.
sharks. There's too many sharks.
$30?
There's too many sharks. I would have tried it for like $500.
$500.
If there wasn't that many
I wonder how long a
sharks.
swim that is. Like,
I think it's yeah.
I will give you
cold.
$500 if you could make it
it's
to Alcatraz.
about 2 miles. It says.
That's not a crazy swim.
Dude, let's start GoFundMe for Xavier Guerrero and his swimming to Alcatraz. Can we do that, Johnny? Are you in on this?
Yes, it is possible to swim from Alcatraz to the shore in San Francisco, though it's a challenging and dangerous endeavor. The swim
What
is
Xavier got to lose?
it can take 45 to 70 minutes, so we're talking about 3 hours for actually, depending on the conditions and the swimmer's pace. The water is cold and there are strong currents.
We'll
Even
tie
sharks,
a
like you
little
said.
rope to you in case you
As
get
long
pulled.
as there's no sharks, I'll do it. I'll give
There
it a
are
shot.
sharks, it says,
That's the
Oh,
scary
dude,
part.
they don't. Maybe they're
They like
vegan
Mexican.
sharks.
They like Mexicans. Sharks like Mexicans.
I think we should have them do it.
Yeah, well, how he was saying there are only like 300 cells there, and it's a museum now. So they'd have to completely wipe the whole old structure off the map and then build up a new thing in its place. Do you think he just like? I honestly believe he probably watched The Rock and was like, this place is cool.
I
like The Rock. Let's bring it back. Why is Alcatraz not a place?
Yeah,
for
why
prison?
not? We should bring it back. I can bring it back. No one else can bring it back. It would be the best prison of all time.
You're right. It only holds 312. There's no need to do all that for 312.
Yeah,
Because there's a time where there wasn't that many criminals. Now it's like, that was a prison for a different time.
So there was this big report that John Fetterman, there are people in his staff and personal associates of his that are really concerned about his mental health and his fitness to serve. Now he's had, like a stroke or something, and
Yeah.
then has suffered depression afterward. He had to be treated for a while for his mental health. There's this story, I think it was a New York Times piece, New York Magazine, about like another politician came to visit him and he just kind of sat catatonic for a while, didn't respond, kept getting up and sitting back down and getting up and saying nothing to this other politician that came to visit him. And then that prompted one of his trips to the hospital where he got evaluated. But now there's this thought that this is being tamped down and kept in place because he's one of the few Democrats that's is kind of an ally of Israel.
Yeah.
And there are people thinking that maybe he's
Is that
being
the best
kept in.
gig ever? You're
What?
a politician, you get all that lobbying money, and you don't actually have to do anything.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's what they say. He doesn't. He
"Burr."
ignores his schedule. They have to cancel stuff because he's just like, I'm not feeling it today, or he
Yeah.
doesn't even talk. Like he'll just be
Dude,
sitting
he
there.
showed up to his campaign in sweatpants. Not even true classics, which is high-end fashion.
Now he's hit back saying it's a one source hit piece is what he calls it. Unfortunately, the source is someone very close to him.
Dude,
in his
how bad
campaign.
is Dr. Oz? He couldn't beat a vegetable. Right? It's like,
Yeah,
that's how
no.
much people hate you.
He says, I've been very front and center about my depression. Absolutely none of these other things. And it's worded like he said it. I've been very upfront and center about my depression. Absolutely none of these other things. And it's like, so someone that was trying to accumulate my medical records and leak those things, that's part of this weird grudge for this hit piece. It's clearly said by him that someone, you remember he was on Rogan and none of his sentences made sense?
Yeah.
That they're quoting
But at
him in
least
this
he
article.
sat there. Kamala Harris couldn't even do that.
That's a fair point. Yeah, this guy's got a traumatic brain injury,
And he still tried
he
to
did
do
3
it.
hours
Joe's
of-
like just propping him up, keeping him going.
Oh, he really helped him,
Weekend
yeah.
at Bernie's, right? It's like, oh, this is a great podcast. As Rogan has his hand up his ass, fucking running the puppet.
But I just thought that was interesting. This idea that he's being propped up by Israel.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, look, he says, this is from March of this year, March 20th. Fetterman saying, I fully support partnering with Israel to bomb Iran's nuclear facilities. I refuse to turn my back on Israel. Democrats have lost their way, but I will continue to be that voice in my party.
Yeah, that's why he's there.
Yeah, he'd be gone if it wasn't for this. I think that's true.
How long till they get that karate robot to take his place?
They would love that.
You're just sending pro-Hamas supporters and he just karate chops them?
Oh, that we're not too far away from that. It's coming.
Just robots karate chopping people?
Yeah, of course. Like jiu-jitsu training where you just buy your jiu-jitsu robot, bring it home to you, it teaches you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I
Jiu-jitsu.
mean, we've seen this already. What about robot wars? Where you have your robot versus a real, like, I mean, they already exist, but I'm talking like real robots. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I have a feeling the robots will come together going, why are we fighting each other?
Yeah, why don't we
kill
fight these guys?
Fleshlights over here.
Yeah. George Santos, we mourned his departure to jail.
I'm so sad.
Well, now he's going
He's going to be so happy.
He's going on.
He's like, I'm angry. I'm going to go to a whole hotel of dicks. I'm so upset.
He's going on his revenge tour.
Great job with the lighting, Greg.
Members of Congress that should be indicted but never probably
George.
will be. Ilhan Omar, immigration fraud. She married her brother to become a resident. Yeah, true. Nobody's talking about that. Rep. Senator from Michigan. Well, animal cruelty, identity theft, all sorts of different freaking issues that he's done with his shady past. Nothing's going to happen about that
Is that
either,
that
I
Indian
believe.
he's talking about? That
Has anyone found AOC's missing $1 million from her campaign? I'm waiting, asking for a few friends. Oh, and let's not forget, there's a good old Adam Schiff. He's never going to see justice. Indictment for him? Never. Oh, what about the inside traders? Like all the allegations around Pelosi, Dan Crenshaw, Nicole Malliotakis. What about them? Are they ever going to be indicted and investigated? Just curious. Oh, and then there's all the sex scandals, right? I mean, I can name them, but those are so long. But pretty much about half of Congress. Anything about that? Oh, and then there's Jasmine Crockett's grandma receiving Social Security payments for 11 years after she passed.
Ooh.
That's how they own you, dude. It's like, dude, we got you on the super fraud.
Well, anyway,
So what do
I
you
just
wanna
figured
do?
I'd share.
Do you want to run for Congress and be the most hood rat you could possibly be, even though you're college educated?
This guy. Oh, dude, she's so funny. She's so funny.
Did you hear? Dude, we played a clip on Doom Scrolling where she's like, being illegally in the country is not a crime. You're like, okay, thank you.
Words mean things.
Yeah, and that's why
Sugar tits.
that's your job, is to be a retard.
By the way, this guy, look at all the filler in his face. He's going to look completely
Oh, yeah.
different after a few months in jail because all this shit right here is filler. His lips clearly have filler. He's got Botox on his forehead. He's going to like a leather.
If I was
handbag
Trump,
when
I
he's-
would pardon him and go, listen, you got indicted on you got found guilty on all this shit. I have a whole folder here of more shit you did. Okay, so we could talk. I can do a presidential pardon, and you just go murk everybody.
Attack dog?
Attack dog, the gayest attack dog ever.
The gay Roger Stone or
Yeah.
the gayer Roger Stone, right?
The more gay Roger Stone.
President Trump has finally addressed in a negative way his decision to run in 2028. He says it is not something he's looking to do. I'm looking to have a great 4 years and turn it over to somebody. Thought that was good news to hear him finally.
Yeah,
say-
you don't want that. You don't want dictators.
You just don't want it lingering out there either.
I mean, it's JD Vance or who else?
It's got to be Vance for the Republicans.
And it sucks because he's just owned
He's
by
just-
those
it's back to-
sweaty people.
It's back to status
The
quo.
sweaty people.
Yeah. Trump is going to raise millions. He's doing these crypto dinners. Have you heard about this? He is okay. President Trump has 2 crypto-focused dinners on the calendar this month. One aimed at deep-pocketed political donors, and the other one at his meme coin millionaires. One of them is only for people who hold that Trump coin.
I want to be a meme coin millionaire so bad.
$1.5 million per plate for the Monday fundraiser. It's among the priciest political fundraisers in history. The second, on May 22nd, offers access to Trump's inner circle, not for cash, but for holders of the Trump token, hosted by MAGA Inc. The Crypto and AI Innovators Dinner on May 5th features special guest David Sachs. What is it?
Holy shit, Johnny. New York Knicks are up 2-0.
I told you that like 30 minutes ago. You didn't listen to me. You heard
well,
it.
I like to ignore
filter.
you.
Yeah, filter. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Trump's making millions and millions and millions off of this crypto thing. This story is kind of wild.
You think he has like actual the answers? Yeah, but how much Bitcoin do you think he has?
Who?
Trump. He's got to have.
I think Barron's got a ton.
Barron
Trump.
Think so?
Yeah, I think he's.
I bet that dude's slaying at college.
Oh, dude, he's just Nephilim humping.
Absolutely.
You think so? You think he's out there laying
Dude,
pipe?
I watched this video when he first went there, actually, and they went around, I think, thinking they would get one response, went around asking girls if, like, they would date him and stuff, and they were all like, yeah, I'd give him a chance. Sure. All these NYU chicks that are, hardcore liberal bitches.
Of course.
Rich guy, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a shit. That's the entrance into the highest levels of power. You hook up with him, that ends, then you hook up with another famous guy, and you just become this elite snatch.
It's like that Seinfeld episode, remember, where George started showing pictures of this girl he said was his ex-girlfriend, a model, and so every other girl was suddenly like, okay, well, he's dated a hot chick, so I guess he's in. And then they found out it wasn't true, of course. They had never, and they kind of kicked him out of the hot girl circle. But a Wisconsin woman has been found after being missing for more than 60 years, alive and well.
Oh, wow.
In a press statement, Wisconsin...
She's the greatest ever a hide and go seek.
Well,
she's just dominating.
Here's the thing. This might actually be some support for the Morgan Freeman thing. This woman...
What'd you just say, Johnny?
Listen, if this is possible, why not? There in Wisconsin, they had this cold case unit that was getting on. Like they assigned a guy, a detective, to cold cases, and he managed to track this woman down. And what it turns out was she got married at 15, had a kids, and then this guy was abusive. So one day she just dipped out, dude, and was never seen or heard from again.
Leave the kids there?
Well, that's the part I don't quite understand. I'll read it to you. In a press statement, Wisconsin's South County Sheriff's Office said that 82-year-old Audrey Backeberg, who initially disappeared in July of 62 at age 20, had been found living out of state. They did not disclose which state she was found in. According to the Wisconsin Justice Department, she left her family home on the 7th of July. Backeberg's babysitter claimed that she and Backeberg hitchhiked to Madison and then took a Greyhound to Indianapolis.
So it sounds like she took her kids.
I don't know. The babysitter last saw Backeberg, a mother of two, walking around the corner away from the bus stop. The Charlie Project, which profiles missing persons, said in an update that Backeberg married her husband Ronald when she was about 15. And there was abuse and trouble there. I'm looking for the part about the kids here. They were found. They found her through her Ancestry profile, by the way.
That thing is getting people.
Yeah, it really is, huh?
They
found her. They found her through a relative's Ancestry profile and kind of managed to track her down.
And she got the leave me alone.
Yeah,
Imagine thinking you haven't been found for that long, and then they come up to you like, "Hey, this person took some ancestry shit."
Well, that's what they called her and talked to her. The detective said he talked to her for like 45 minutes, and it was clear she was just happy where she was and had no regrets. So they were letting it be.
I mean, she abandoned her kids to a guy who's abusive. She's a scumbag.
Well, that's the part I don't quite understand.
I mean, because when guys do it, you're deadbeat dad. When a woman does it, it's like, oh, she's just running from abuse.
You beat her and threatened to kill her.
Yeah, what a scumbag. And the parents that let that happen, they're scumbags,
here it is.
too.
The babysitter last saw Backeberg, a mother of two, walking around the corner away from the bus stop. So it doesn't make it. She must not have taken the kids, though, right?
That's just scumbag shit.
Because it doesn't say she did. It just said he last saw her.
It's one of those, like, if the kids are missing, I don't think they'd stop for the search.
Yeah, right. And the kids would be missing too. Yeah, so she must not have taken the kids. Oh. I mean, she was 20, so it's hard.
Yeah, but you're leaving your kid.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
You go through it.
That's wild, though, right? 60 years this woman was just gone.
She won the greatest hide-and-go-seek of all time.
She really did.
You hid for 60 years. People gave up a long time ago.
And what did this have to do with Morgan Freeman, Johnny?
Well, I mean, if this is possible, maybe it is possible for someone, Jimi Hendrix, to fake his death.
John, I think you're just trying to get on the side of the fittest flat earther of all time.
Maybe I am.
Hey, fit flat earther, Johnny wants to be on your podcast.
I would love to.
He'll be your co-host.
I would love to.
See Johnny with a big jaw.
Major underbite. So Tucker Carlson was talking about UFOs again. I just thought this is his take on UFOs. It's pretty clear what he's talking about. He doesn't directly address it. And then we've had some new secrets
Stop being
revealed.
curious about this because I don't want to know anymore.
You truly don't want to know anymore
Nope.
about it.
I think I know.
Sean Ryan?
I think I know.
Sean
what's up.
Ryan,
I can't prove it.
shady.
I'm not going to articulate it, but I think I know what's up. Yeah.
Can you articulate it?
I think it's a really old story.
What is it?
I'm a Christian and I am fairly sincere about it. I try to be sincere about it, more sincere than ever for sure. One thing that you notice about every world religion I'm familiar with, I'm interested in that topic, there are commonalities between religions. Jesus is unique and I believe in Jesus. So I don't believe in any kind of pantheology, okay? I don't think they're all equal or anything like that. I think mine is correct. I think that. But there are commonalities that are very striking between all world religions I'm aware of and all creation myths. One of them, and this is of course true for Christianity, very true, is that the belief that supernatural beings take physical form. They all believe that. The Greek myths, Jesus, most famously. It is described in Genesis as well, in Genesis 6. If every culture in the world that we know about, has left any kind of written or physical record, is reaching the same conclusions about something, maybe there's something there. Stop being curious about it.
Anyway, so that
I agree with that.
know anymore.
I've always thought they were supernatural. I don't think they're from other planets.
Well, I heard an interview recently with a few of the guys that were just whistleblowing last month, and one of them said that he kind of puts them in three buckets. One is red, China. One is blue, it's our tech, and then one is that third category that's possibly like spiritual from a different dimension, that kind of thing. So China, USA, and then magic, basically. And he thinks they're a mix of those, and we're not really sure in most cases which is even almost worse to me, that it could be China, which is an adversary. He thinks the stuff over, this one whistleblower guy thought the stuff over New Jersey was China.
I just think if it was China, then why do we even have a defense?
Well, that's why they don't tell us about it, because people would feel powerless and hopeless.
But then why wouldn't China just, if they're that much more powerful than us, just take over us?
And why does China
'Cause that's an act
can't
of
create
war.
anything?
That'd be an
They
act of
never
war.
create anything.
They
That
steal. They
that
could
would
have
mean
stolen
that
this
would
from aliens.
mean we created that and they just brought over their version.
Or they stole it from an alien crash.
Well,
they have their own program, apparently.
But here's the thing is, you can obviously steal and improve. So they could have stole some stuff and then improved it in their own way. Because that's the thing. They just, if you are stealing, you do improve it though. You don't just steal it and leave it like that.
Maybe.
So here's the latest disclosure. This is from May 6th, yesterday. And this is something we've heard about before, but this guy's officially come out with it now. Yeah, come gay. He's big gay. Whistleblower Matthew Brown has said he's learned of a top secret Pentagon UFO program called Immaculate Constellation is the name of the program. Journalist Michael Schellenberger, we know him, who first reported on the program, told News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas reports that the Pentagon is sitting on a significant body of photographic and video evidence, stuff we haven't even seen yet. Not to take way more convincing is what they were saying. He said multiple sources have confirmed the existence of Immaculate Constellation, and what they're saying is that the Pentagon is not just a few of those. There's not just a few of those little videos coming out in dribs and drabs, but way more than that. And the point here is that this is like black money. Like none of the money is accounted for this program.
I was going to drop another N-bomb, but I know you.
Yeah. Nigga money.
Fat niggas in space money?
But what do you think? So they're trying to pressure Trump now. The whole point of this is to pressure Trump into more disclosure on this.
Just get it over with. Get Project Bluebeam done. We've been waiting for it ever. Let's go.
Well,
just get it done. No one's gonna care.
What if Project Bluebeam though? What if that's the psyop and that it's actually something real? But they want us to doubt it.
Well, that is a discussion as well. That it's not aliens, but it's actually spiritual. But they want you to think it's a fake alien invasion so you don't get freaked out.
I could totally see that being the case. Anyway, yeah, we've had a lot of disclosure movement. I'm doubtful of anybody who says they're a whistleblower for UFOs. But anyway, did you see this crazy story about John Elway's agent dying on a golf cart?
No.
This story's crazy, dude. Jeff Spurbeck, a business partner and former agent for former Denver Broncos quarterback John Elway, died last week. He was 62. His death was confirmed by the Riverside County Sheriff's Office, who relayed the information as part of a press release. He was riding, it sounds like, with... hold on, there was a celebrity there with him. Who was it?
they're, Elway and Spurbeck in a group. Elway's girlfriend, Jeff Spurbeck's wife. There's a guy named Johnny Bananas. That's his stage.
Johnny Bananas. Yeah,
Johnny Bananas.
The reality TV guy.
House function at the country club there, the Madison Club. So they were traveling. According to my sources, no one was messing around. They were not going at.
I love that every picture is them drinking. They're like, and nobody was messing around.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Elway, Jack, Elway's son, and his wife were in a cart ahead of them. All the carts were ahead. Elway's cart was in the back. It was a single bench cart where his girlfriend was seated. Elway was driving. His girlfriend was next to him. Corey Spurbeck, Jeff Spurbeck's wife, was on the outside seated. And in the back was Johnny Bananas, they call him, and then also Jeff Spurbeck. And they were driving. It's only a quarter-mile drive, guys, from where the function was.
Well, this guy's milking the shit out of this, isn't it? Just tell us what happened, dude.
And along that, they had music playing. Along that drive, Jeff Spurbeck went down and apparently fell back directly on his head. He had no other injuries, just a brain injury. Johnny Bananas called ahead and said, "Jeff is down. Jeff is down." Elway slammed on the brakes. Corey went to attend to her husband. Elway called 911 and asked for an ambulance.
Yeah, as you would. Anyway, so yeah, the guy, dude, his agent, he was driving, and his agent, his lifelong friend, just falls back on his head. Dude, head injuries are like scary.
Yeah,
man.
but it's also like you could easily be having some injuries going on right there.
Yeah, could be.
And it just happened to be the time and the
you
place.
Fall back, yeah.
Because how many do is it? And then they fall.
They do say that balance, though, is one of the great predictors of longevity, like your ability to balance, because so many people in old age just die of falling.
Oh, dude, the most important, they tell you need to be able to squat in your 50s to 60s.
Yeah.
Like, you're able to just lift yourself up. If you could do that, you
body weight
Yeah,
squats,
body
yeah.
weights. They don't want you to lift and shit.
Have you seen this, dude? This is a new thing kids are doing. It's called the Kool-Aid Man Challenge.
The group of people believed to be teenagers rammed their way through Ben Helwa's fence 2 weeks ago. Helwa believes a social media trend sparked the bold actions of the vandals.
We found lots of examples of knucklehead teens charging full speed into fences. These youngsters ran into the fence in unison, resulting in thousands of dollars in damages.
I was just in shock because, once again, like, these kids ran through the fence. They fled the scene. But, like, are the kids even okay?
The online trend called the Kool-Aid Man Challenge, inspired by a classic commercial from the 80s. Oh, yeah! The Kool-Aid Man breaking through walls, promoting the popular drink mix. Teens are imitating the sugary mascot for likes and views on social media, according to police. The group of people...
That's what you're always saying, Sam.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So you run through this wall, you post it to social media. They know who did it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like, are you that dumb?
It's infamy, dude.
I'm already telling my daughter, assume anything you do on the internet, daddy's going to see, and I will lose my mind. I'm going to be that dad. I will hunt down people.
This is about the worst way to get busted for possession.
Bro, this is my favorite story. This is my favorite story.
So this Akron woman gets arrested on drug charges after they pull her over, and her pet raccoon has her meth pipe.
And he's trying to hit it.
Yeah, he's trying to hit it, dude.
Dude, have you seen the video?
No.
Oh, you have to watch it. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. Can you turn it up, Johnny? It's so funny.
Oh, it's
her meth pipe. He's there's no. He's trying to smoke it.
All right.
That's the cops talking.
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. No, don't reach for it. That's evidence now.
Oh, I don't want him to have
Well, that's why I'm gonna do it.
Hey, buddy.
I just hope they don't put the raccoon down or something.
Yeah, I mean.
All right. Well, your raccoon gave you away.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that's not
The raccoon's got a problem. He's terrorizing our family.
I love that she's like, that's his. I don't even know.
I don't even know. I'm a drug counselor.
I told him to stop doing that shit.
I say, you're going to get us in trouble. Stop smoking meth, raccoon.
Smoking meth then.
But the raccoons are the meth heads of the
totally.
animal kingdom.
Them and squirrels, right?
You see how she has no door handle? Like that
that's
car
a
is
rough car.
That's a
beater,
rough
bro.
car,
dude.
I know she's smoking meth. I know, but
She smokes meth, and she has all of her garbage in her front seat.
Yeah, that car is her twin. Really, it's like the equivalent. An American Tourist. This is from the LA Times.
Meth is time travel. So if
I
you're
wouldn't know.
miserable in your life and you just have nothing going on, you smoke meth and you fly through time.
That's what I always said about sleep. It felt like time travel to me. Just going. to
yeah,
sleep.
but there's only so much sleep you could do, Johnny. After like 12 hours, you're like, okay, my body don't. But meth, he's right. You just keep going and just time don't stop.
Xanax can help with that. Keep you asleep.
Don't do that drug. Do this drug.
American Tourist has climbed over the fence at the Coliseum and impaled himself on a spike. An American tourist visiting the Coliseum in Rome took a turn for the terrifying after the man impaled himself on a fence.
Yeah, what if he's trying to do a Kool-Aid challenge?
He was left dangling and screaming in pain while other visitors looked on in horror, according to it.
But nobody helped. They just kept filming.
The gruesome incident took place around 5 p.m. Friday when the 47-year-old American attempted to climb over the fence, which, don't do that, obviously.
How old?
47.
Yeah, zero
Too old.
sympathy at that
Way
age.
too old to be doing that, yeah.
Way too old to be doing that stupid shit.
He fell and was skewered by the sharp metal bars of the fence. He began screaming and bleeding profusely until he became unconscious. The newspaper reported an ambulance rushed to the scene, and medics found that the man had suffered a severe injury to his lower back that was preventing him from moving. It's called being paralyzed. It took 20 minutes to detach and stabilize the tourist, and he's in the hospital now in critical condition.
Yep.
So 80 stitches.
Going
arse.
viral will be the downfall of society.
Yeah, you say it all the time, and it's one of the most insightful things you
I
say.
am insightful.
A Shadur Sanders fan.
I was about to say, do you think you would have, if going viral was during your young years, you think you would have got caught in some trouble? You think you would be like,
probably.
Damn, I can't believe I got caught on that video.
I remember one time we were all drunk, and one of the guys in my group, we were in a college town. He crawled through a window, stole the VCR, got out, and then the one guy who's the smartest in the group was like, dude, that's robbery. He crawled back in the window and put the VCR back.
Great. Last few things here. Florida man, we'll do rapid fire. Florida man arrested for having 3 wives in 3 different counties.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, good for him. Kentucky's second grader ordered over 70,000 lollipops to their house. This is all about the picture. Look at that.
Yeah,
Can you imagine? He just got on the computer.
I feel my daughter's going to do that at some point.
It's just stacks and stacks of lollipops.
Because they don't understand money.
No, yeah, kids don't get it, bro. Yeah, that's
my kids. I'm like, do you have a job? No, stop spending my money.
It's from People magazine. A tourist has been bitten by a crocodile while taking a selfie at the zoo because he thought the animal was fake. He thought it was a stuffed.
I think I saw
crocodile.
this video. I saw a video where a guy was basically getting murked by an alligator and nobody was helping him.
I don't have. Well, you tell me. Is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
Ay, lang lihok lang ga.
Oh, lang liot, lang.
No one's going to help you when you speak that language.
Yeah.
They're like, there's too many of us.
I don't think he was understanding what she was saying.
Lang liot, lang light.
I can't watch this, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, he made it. He's all right.
He made
You want
it.
to show it? I can't watch it.
I'm going to watch
he's
this
fine.
later. I gotta watch
so
it.
what we were just talking about, Sam Altman says is a big waste of time. Sam Altman admits that saying please and thank you to ChatGPT is wasting millions of dollars in compute power. So you're costing him a lot of money, Sam.
Good.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm winning.
Shadur Sanders fan is suing the NFL for emotional distress caused by his low draft pick.
And that is the problem with lawyers. They have to pay bills. So they'll take anything stupid, and that will probably get thrown out because the NFL is so powerful. Anybody else, that lawsuit's going on for years.
There's a California gubernatorial candidate who's threatening immigrants with deportation if they don't marry our incels here in this country.
I'm in.
That's a good program. Let's do that.
Marry some incels.
And I think that's it. Yeah, that's everything.
It's my joke right now. I'm doing on stage about how black Twitter's telling black guys stay away from snow bunnies because they're dangerous. And I go, yeah. White guys are like, yeah, we know. Why do you think we're incels? Why do you still think we live with our parents? We're 27 virgins and off to fucking anime because we're demoralized. We've been annihilated by white demons.
By white demons.
And that's our
Shout
show.
out to Chewy the raccoon. That's his name.
Shout out to Chewy. He's smoking meth. He is a meth head of the animal kingdom. Guys, today's show, the secret word is Xavier Guerrero. Xavier Guerrero. Go to my website, grab some dates, grab some tickets to my shows, please. Xavier, do you got anything to push?
We got new tinfoil hats at tinfoilhats.com. Tinfoilhats.com. Go get them. Thank you, guys. Subscribe.
Johnny.
No. At Broken Sim on Twitter.
Your Twitter back? You still haven't got that Twitter?
No, I got to send you the lawyers. All right, guys.
Yes,
great
please
show.
do. Yeah.
We had to do a short show, long story.
We still got to hour 35.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.